September 2nd, 6:26 p.m.
Near zero visibility. We're going to take another look at
my instincts are telling me to go this way, and as you can see, there's that large wall of dust.
I'll check traffic too. KTA or this time 6:26.
I'm probably going to pause this, or I'm going to try to pause it, try to make this one video. Because if I join videos, they can't be in 4K, at least without special editing. But I don't know how long it lasts. Staying paused because it's going to be another 20 minutes. Maybe I'll just have this a separate video, I guess.
Selling your home, do it the 72 sold way. Really, this is how you do it.
I'm headed south on the 101, the North Loop 101 in Scottsdale, Arizona. And as you can see up here to the left, that wall of dust. And that's the direction we're headed. We're going to go the Loop 101, and then we're going to hit the Loop 202, which heads east, and then we're going to turn right on 87, get some open desert space. Anyway, that's where the thunderstorm warning is until 7 p.m. And actually every warning is everywhere around here until 11 p.m. But that is an impressive wall of dust. See, I'm also this is also called the Pima Freeway, which borders the Indian Reservation on the left, or to the east of us. But that's an impressive wall of dust. For this late in the season, for the ground having been gotten rained on and stuff, it's pretty good. So it's kind of strange how it can be way out ahead of any storm. I mean, those clouds don't look that ominous. Sets in about 25 minutes, so should all come to a head. We'll see what happens when we get up here. Objective on these storms is to get stuff like this on the outskirts, or lightning from a distance, lightning that's not in the rain, because those photos don't look good. But if I can get good high-speed film of lightning from a distance that's not in the rain, those look the best, I think. Since at this point I do not edit the videos, I believe it's, the good thing about it is that they are natural. That is exactly how it happened. I don't even mess with the lighting at all. So one of the people I admire in photography, I forget his name, but he's been on that YouTube guy who puts raw, I shoot in raw. That curly haired guy that is really smart about cameras, film and stuff. And then a lot of asked every time they interview him is they're like, what do you do it for your editing and stuff? And he's like, just get it right in the camera. Then you don't have to worry about that stuff. I don't use Photoshop or any of those things. I played with the speed, and like right now, this hopefully is recording in 4K 60 frames per second. Lightning shots are 480 frames per second, like 480p, so it's not even like high def, but in order to shoot 480 frames per second, you can't get that in 4K, not with just this camera phone. That looks pretty. Nice and orange. It's looking better the closer we get to it. I'm about 6 miles out from where we have to turn. Just going to turn left. And that's where the thunderstorm warning is, but if I look at the clouds, it doesn't look ominous at all. Other than it's dust storm up in front of us and on the right. I don't see anything that indicates a good storm or any lightning. And again, lightning's hard to see during the daytime too, especially on camera. The traffic's flowing nicely, mostly because it's Friday, it's Labor Day weekend, so a lot of people already left town, and this isn't the direction people are leaving town. They're on the other freeways headed up north. We're headed south, more into the open desert, just where it's predicting, where there's a thunderstorm warning for the next at least half hour. It's a warning, not a watch. The watch is for all this area until 11 p.m. I've got to wake up at 3 a.m. and then go out with my daughter in the morning at 6 a.m. and do some filming, see the grandson. I am going to stick with my original plan of heading east on the 202 and hit up on the 87. Just because, now, a lot of times you have to change things on the fly, but just getting out ahead of this dust storm isn't much of anything special. And if I can get to a decent spot, I can get a good sunset shot, if nothing else. But it looks like we're about a mile away from where we should start hitting the dust. It's got to be over open desert. Right now we're over communities that do not have a lot of loose dirt. Construction sites have to have water sprayed on the dirt so that it doesn't go up in the air at any construction anywhere. So it's not very dusty in the city. So we start getting out over the open farmland out here. That's where the dust and dirt comes from, because they don't have to have that moist all the time. It's just the way it is. Like I said before, if I didn't say before, when you come up on these, it always seems a little bit scarier on the outside than it does on the inside, except for drivers who panic and sometimes just stop in the middle of the road, in the middle of the freeway, and wind up getting killed, or people get killed. Because not everybody sees things the same, decides what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to, if it's really bad in a dust storm, you're supposed to pull off the highway and turn all your lights off. Because if you have your lights on, people think when it's hard to see, they think that's where you're supposed to go, because everyone's just following the guy in front of them. And whatever the idiot does in front of you, if he does something stupid, you're going to have something stupid happen to you. Coming up on Warner and Gray, somewhere in Chandler. I'm not a big speeder, but I'm not going fast enough. But then again, we're hitting a dust storm, so. Also, I wasn't going to take this route. I was going to take State Route 87, which would take me a lot longer to get anywhere if I'm supposed to possibly get someplace around the sunset, because the sun looks really cool through these. Probably going to miss that. I mean, miss getting a shot of it, because I think we're at least another 20 or 15 minutes away from any place that would be cool to see it. But maybe after the sunset. Still sometimes got pretty low for a while after. Just starting to get some raindrops. As you can see, we're in a dust storm, but I can still see 250 yards in front of us. Probably 30 seconds, which is plenty of distance. Blowing dust a little bit, we'll slow down. Eastbound 202, that's where we're going to go. A little sprinkle tinkle. And I use Rain X, so I don't have to have the wipers on all the time. So I guess there is rain right here. .640. So I can't go in the car full rain. That's from 3 to 7 p.m. It's only for two-person occupant or an electric vehicle or a hybrid. A special license plate you have to have for that. I think with the rain there'd be less dust, right? So there had to be a considerable amount of dust where there could still be dusty like this. See how these people pulled over and they just said, nope, we're going to wait it out. Because of course it could be getting worse up over here where we start getting into farmland. Like I said, open fields and stuff. Slow down up here. notoriously hard to get on camera really sharp, like to get a good sharp photo. They got fake enhancers and stuff, but anything fake, I can always tell. If I put something up fake, you'll know it's fake and it's meant to be fake. Usually to be funny. Ominous orange behind us. Hopefully get to a spot where we can see it. Gotta be careful here. I think my next exit's here. Because the sun hasn't actually set yet. I don't think it's sets until 6:58 or 6:57 and 6:44. Get on them. It's the last second. One thing I'm not certain of is that this is 2 times like magnification on the video, and I don't know if it needs to be at 1 time to be in 4K at 60 frames per second. I don't know when it goes up to 2 times, if it drops down to 1080p or something. I could have taken this road because this road's kind of close by my house, and then taking this all the way here, but it was really roundabout way, and I wouldn't be here for another 15 minutes. Although it's much more scenic view, which I don't like riding on the regular interstates for that reason, because it's just nothing to see. They make it so that you just get to your places fast, but nothing beautiful to see. Well, this is going to be a video all on its own, because once I get up here, I think I set GPS to a McDonald's up here to a road I might turn down, which I think I will. That sun, that it's looking cool off to where the sun's setting. And I am able to run GPS in the background while filming.